Here we go. Oh, look at that. Not too far behind either. It's like, bro, hit the fucking thing, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah. Probably nothing I don't really care about. Okay. Go here. I need to change the. I need to change the game category from games and demos to Doom 2. In this case, Doom 2 Hell on Earth. Okay, so yeah, for those that don't know about how things work when it comes to streaming directly from the PlayStation itself, I mean, like PlayStation 4, because I think 5 is a little bit different, but basically, in a nutshell, what usually happens is the I want to say like the console, like you know, like console itself. Whenever you try and go, whenever you go live, sometimes sometimes it'll do a thing where it's like either A, it actually has the game, like, it'll like actually display correctly. B, it'll come somewhat close to it, but not entirely. Or C, it'll say that like it'll like act like like it'll sort of like act like the game that you're playing is not the on the like in the game category per se. So it'll do like, oh, I'm going to switch the game's demos, and no matter how no matter if you try to um and no matter like if you try to set everything up beforehand, um as soon as you hit the live button, you go live directly. That's what happens. So, yeah, that's something that's something I've pretty much noticed. So, I'm so glad Original Pine is dead. Anyway, so yeah, looks like everything is good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my intro. So, as always, everyone, heyo, my fellow Rumble Maniacs. It's Mr. Rumble Roses here, and welcome back to yet another installment of Let's Plays Live, where I stream random things at random times for various different reasons. And today I decided to continue onwards with my playthrough of a Doom 2 Christmas mod that I've been playing a bit of here and there called H2H Xmas. H2H standing for head to head, and go from there. Sorry, I just kind of sick some stuff. Twitch is in. So yeah, basically in a nutshell, this is a very old Christmas mod that I've played before. First time I'm playing it on the channel, like here on Twitch and everything. Um, and I know that a lot of people like. I know there's like sometimes there's those people who will be like, hey, can you show me the the page or whatever? So here you go. Um, but yeah, this is a very old mod that was made by various people. I guess they were kind of like, I guess they were like a bunch of people that came together and formed the Head-to-Head Gaming Network or something like that. Supposedly this is like a sequel to another mod called Xmas Doom, um, which I don't know if it's really all. I don't know if it's actually like. I don't know if it's been uploaded to this port or not, but it is what it is. Um, this was something I was going to be trying to do around like the start of December because I wanted to, maybe have like a little bit of a, Christmas type playthrough of something, done. And usually the only thing that comes to my mind really is playing some in regards to Doom because, Doom's got mods up the wazoo. But when I was originally going to start doing this playthrough, for some fucking reason, everything was like unsubscribed, and then everything was trying to like resubscribe, like everything was like basically like everything was uninstalled, and then like everything was like slowly but surely trying to download, while some things like uh, some things either like A didn't load, like it didn't download fully, and so I got like the download failed with like the X next to the name of the mod, or B, it would you would think that it was downloaded, but as soon as you try and go to it, you get like you get an error message that pretty much boots you back to the main menu thing. So yeah, um, I don't know exactly how long this game is per se. I think it's like a full 32 levels or something like that. But like I said, it's been that long. Um, I did play this before over on my YouTube channel, like long ago, but when it came to that particular playthrough, I was known to have like mods at the wazoo. Um, I don't, I don't know if I had like I don't know if I had like too many mods. Um, but I remember like I just kind of played around with like a few little mods here and there. Um, just and just kind of played it as I guess in a way, kind of like playing it as one little thing. But anyway, um, but this will be the first time that I'm playing this in like the classic vanilla experience. And by vanilla, I'm talking about like the quote unquote like original way, intended way, of how you would play classic Doom. So it's like so basically it's like no mods, no additional features like like free looking or being able to jump or crouch. So yeah. But also this version here was made kind of like made and fixed for this port. Hence why you see the Bethesda edition on the side. And you can see all that stuff there. But yeah, we're gonna start off where we're continuing where we left off, which was level 15, Urban Jungle. Alright. Okay, yeah, so we got some shotgun stuff there. A lot of imps. Okay. But yeah, basically the best way that I can describe this mod is, as far as like any quote unquote like story goes, supposedly demons had invaded and then somehow like I guess kidnapped Mrs. Claus. So Santa here which is who apparently we're playing as, you know, gets his gets suited and booted, and it's kind of like on the hunt for any demons that stand in his way, but also while trying to find Mrs. Claus, obviously. Um, so yeah, that's basically like that's basically like the best way I can sort of describe the whole situation with this mod. As far as the whole story goes. And I'd say it in a way that it's like it's kind of slaughter mapping like, but I guess like not in like the too crazy this extent like you see how like modern slaughter maps be these days. Cause yeah, like I think like once you get deeper into the mod, like it starts like throwing a whole bunch of enemies at you, like like a lot of pinkies. Well, I don't know if I say like a pinkies, but like a lot of M's, handful of revenants. Maybe like zombie men and shotgunners, and stuff like that, as you could probably, tell. But I'd say like it's still, but I say like to its credit though, it still gives you like a lot of health, a lot of ammo and stuff. So far I feel like I feel like it's one of those things where it's like you know it's like it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but like it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but but like it still gives you it still gives you resources. That's what I'm trying to say. It's definitely gonna be a challenge. Definitely gonna try and kick your ass and everything, but um, but it still has it's still fair to the player, I guess. You know. Now I don't really know for sure if it has like
Open.
I don't know for sure if like it has the I guess like the standard ruling or whatever, standard like little meta of like, oh, you can both like play each level from a pistol start standpoint, but I'd say that there's possibility that it can be. Actually, hold on. Ow. Okay, well, unfortunately, now I do need it. It's also kind of funny to see, like, I get that it's like a Christmas theme and all that, but like just seeing how this Christmas tree is right here, and just seeing like how the tree itself is taller than like the ceiling thing and all that. You see like just the like the top of the tree, with the star, just like clipping in and everything. I'm also doing a bit of a thing where I'm playing this mod with full view HUD because why not? Yeah, like I'm playing this with the full view HUD and everything, which I don't normally do because it's like I just usually just play it like kind of like this in a sense. Not that I'm saying like there's anything wrong with like the brief HUD. It was just I've been kind of like often I don't know like I've kind of been like in a sense just like playing it with a full view HUD, but it's one of those like to each their own type scenarios. ammo supply closets, I guess. Ow! I had a shit ton of Revan missiles coming after me. Took me all the way down to fucking 3 health. Ow. Ow, and I got smacked from behind. Ow. Gotta try to remember to find. I think there was some mega spheres that I didn't get. Hmm. Okay. But yeah, I'd say like the one thing that kind of I don't know what it is. Like um the one thing I'd say about this mod is that I do think that it would have been kind of nice if they somehow like maybe changed up like the arms and hands. You know, basically change up like the arms and stuff. For Shantae, since that's apparently who we're playing as. But it's still Doom Guy hands. Okay, so now the question is, and I go with an itchy trigger finger. The old bottleneck and blitzkrieg. And now I got a homing revenant missile just orbiting around me. It's always so funny, but yet always it's always funny, but always so rare as well to see kind of like this kind of thing happening. Like like you somehow like you're dealing with a revenant, somehow it shoots a homing revenant missile, and somehow like you get like in a perfect spot or whatever, and it's just there's nothing but just like hover around you and everything. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and do it. look at all the carnage that's going on this holiday season. Somehow that hit. Look at all these motherfuckers. Now around the end of the map, it's like, oh, we got a computer area map. And I'm trying to remember, like, where any additional, supposedly, like any less, more megaspheres or something like that. Yeah, look at all the fucking carnage, though. Like, jeez, man. I got that one. Yeah, that's eggnog. Hang on. I feel like there's an air, like it was, like supposedly there's like a secret thing. Oh, this looks like a secret exit. Is it? No, it's not. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use no clip. Just so I can be able to find, like anything, that might be missing. Cause like I said, I believe, like, remember seeing, like, there was some, oh, so this is the secret. Okay, so that's the secret level. Interesting. I don't know why, but like, okay, another little criticism to take into account, but the fact that like they have the regular, but like the fact that they have like the regular exit and something that looks like it's something that's in like in a hidden spot, I have to like you know question that. I have to like question that. I say like why why have that in the most weirdest spot imaginable. It's like it's like why have the normal exit be in a spot that could very well be like a secret exit, but then it's like we have like this area right here where it's like we have like this area here where it looks like it's it looks like you're going towards the normal route and everything, right? And the next thing you know, it's like, oh, that's the secret exit. So yeah, it's like just again, like this right here, like this whole little spot right here, especially with like this. Because I say like usually when you see like like this little door right here, usually that would mean that like you might have like you most likely have found like the regular exit, but the how the like the regular exit like just be like right here when that very much could have been a secret exit. Anyway, we'll see. Let's see what this is. Oh, the nasty aliens tried to play a trick on poor Santa. They switched the exits, hoping he wouldn't reach their secret hideout. How stupid they were. Remember, children, don't mess with Santa. That's what the aliens tried to do. And now what's gonna happen? Right. There will be blood. A lot of it. Just over there, at this tree lot. But of course, we will wait for the explicit violence until after bedtime. Not. Okay. Alright. New save because this is a new run. As the next run, the next part, or whatever.
Open! Open!
Ew. batteries. Okay. At least we were able to take out the damn Archviles before they could try and resurrect anything. And of course, making sure that, we didn't get blasted. Oh wow. We got 33 out of 32. Aw. So I found a place he finally liked for a change. A prison where the alien cage their own kind if they've been really, really bad. Hold on. I want to check out, I want to check out the normal little thing if I can. They really dared to transport Demon Brain into his home at the North Pole and let it produce all kinds of abominations there? Even worse, the aliens never cared about Mothra. They just dumped her somewhere on the streets after kidnapping her. Oh, Martha. Only to lure Santa away from his workshop so they could mess with it. This could not stand. Remember when I told you about Santa's anger at the beginning of our story, children? It hadn't changed a bit. So he started blasting those hellspawn into oblivion. Shredded that brain into tiny pieces and filled his bag with it. So now our story ends. Merry Christmas, everyone. Really? Huh. Yeah, so you can see, we're playing a Santa Claus. And for some reason, we have, a green rifle. Huh. So apparently that was, the end of the thing, but now I'm kind of curious about something. Okay, so apparently this is the way to end the thing. Uh, hmm. Santa found the place he finally liked for a change. A prison where the aliens cage their own kind if they have been really, really bad. Cages are good, but only for dead aliens. But only dead aliens cause no trouble anymore. Santa screamed when he started to unload his rain of bullets upon those imprisoned, ba- er, I mean, bad monsters.
Who's come from?
Hmm. Curiouser and curiouser. One 185 demons. You know, I'm really curious about something. I'm really curious about something. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to probably just have a little bit of a cheechy doodle type of thing.
Open!
Yeah, I can see.
Open!
interesting. I'm just doing this so I don't have to deal with the demos. Okay, so I have to say, like, I'm a little bit like I'm trying to like piece this together. So it's like they seem to have like the regular level. Um, well, they seem to have like the regular secret X that have the ability to have an ending. Like, it's like, oh, you have like two ways you can go like the normal route, end it there, or you can be able to sort of like continue um from where you left off. Hmm. I'd say honestly, I think I probably might go ahead and just say that this is kind of like the end for right now. Um, 'Cause yeah, like I was not really expecting that because I don't remember I I'm gonna be real with you guys, okay? It has been that fucking long since I last played the mod. I don't even remember. I don't even remember like them doing the whole like the whole switcheroo type thing. Um, and all that. So, and I didn't even know and I didn't even know the first secret level like had the ability to actually end the whole thing. So I say like because we had that little option and whatnot, and I know there's still other levels and whatnot, but I'd say for right now, that's probably going to actually be it for this mod in its entirety. Um, maybe I might come back next time, and like maybe like I don't know, maybe like next year or something like that if if everything goes well or something. I don't know, but yeah. Like I said, I'm just trying to like just to just to piece everything together. Just like just to to like wrap my head around it, where it's like so we're thinking they have like the secret exit, in like a little area where it's like, oh, you can you can get a BFG and all these other like goodies and stuff like that. And then you get taken to apparently like a prison area, and you have enemies dealing out the wazoo. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, I know I'm kind of like repeat my words and all that. Like I didn't really expect that like the secret level would have the way to like end it. So we're gonna basically we're gonna conclude the story there. If you guys don't mind, because like hey, if it has has that ability, then let it have that ability. So yeah. But I am going to but yeah, I'm going to end, and I might see if I can try and raid someone. And I might, and probably what I'm going to do is, I'm probably going to like bookmark this on on the mod page thing, or like the besides the mod page thing for Doom and Doom 2. And then I'm probably going to unsub from it, and then I might look into like another mod or two that I might want to try and that I might want to try and you know implement or download or whatever. Now, I will say, like, I don't know for sure if I will come back to the. I don't know for sure if like I will come back to the H2H Xmas mod. So just kind of putting it out there. But I will probably be saving. But I will be trying to save it at most. Um, on the. I will be trying to save it at most on the on the Bethesda mod page thing. So. I will say that it was nice to to revisit that mod and everything, but yeah, like I said, we're gonna conclude that we like we ended it there at I guess like at Santa's headquarters or whatever. Uh, so I think about who I might try and raid or something at most, but I don't know. See about this place and since they're kind of just starting. Yeah, I'm just, yeah, give me a sec. I'm just having to sit through an ad. Man, let's see, what, I believe Day is Saturday. Yeah. So, because of how I mentioned, like, my streams this week, are a little bit up in the air. I don't know 100% for sure on this, but probably sometime tomorrow at most, if I get lucky. I might probably try and do some more Night Rain, because, on the one hand, I'm thinking about, like, maybe doing some more Everdark Caligo grinding, because of how, because of how I finally managed to beat the Everdark Balancers, and I've gotten, everything, from, like, that was added from the DLC and everything. So I'm kind of, like, wanting to maybe do, like, some Everdark Caligo grinding for now, and then, hopefully get the you know, more, more sovereign sigils. That way I can be able to get, the newest little relics from the collector signboard. And then, on the other hand, I'm thinking about doing maybe, like, more of my continuation of my Undertaker playthrough. I was using my little build that I've made and everything. I'm gonna be trying to maybe do, like, either like the continuation of the main bosses that are not from the DLC, because I do not really want to fight I do not really want to fight. Yeah, I don't want to fight, like, the fucking Balancers or the Dreadlord for a long, long time. Even to the point where I'd say I don't want to fight them ever again. But, we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and everything. I really do appreciate it. Um, and if you like what you saw, feel free to, give the channel a follow and check out my other socials, from, like, YouTube and Twitter, for example. But I will see you guys hopefully next time. So take care, everybody, and I hope you all have a good week or weekend.